Good day, YouTube. My name is Joseph Warren, and today I'm going to be telling you how you can turn your fear of failure into motivation or fuel for success. This is something that has really been on my mind recently because I recently hit a personal milestone. You see, earlier this year, at the beginning of 2020, when Corona was just a cheap Mexican beer that we would enjoy from time to time, during that time, I set a vision or a goal for myself to get paid for public speaking. And it was something that I would think about a lot. I would actually walk around the neighborhood, listen to music, and visualize myself getting paid for public speaking. And it's become a reality. So in December of this year, I'll be holding a webinar with a good friend of mine named Derek, and we've already had attendees who've paid. So I will be getting paid for public speaking in December of this year. And you would think that would be a good thing, but as soon as I heard about the attendees, I immediately felt a rush of fear. And it was a fear of failure. I thought of all the things that could go wrong. You know, for instance, maybe I won't do a good enough presentation. Maybe I might embarrass myself in some way. My head just started filling with thoughts of all these random things that could go wrong. And I was telling Derek about that, and he gave me two really great quotes on how to deal with that. One is that the only failure is in never trying. The second is that failure will attack a person who is right on the verge of success. That got me thinking about how if we want to achieve something that's important to us, we often have to experience a fear of failure. It's just a part of the process. The fear is a part of the process, and so is the failure. All our hopes, our dreams, and our aspirations lie on the other side of our fears, on the other side of failure. So here is how you can turn your fear of failure into fuel for success. Number one, realize that failure is a good thing. Failure is a good thing because it leads you and propels you towards success. It's also a sign that you're doing something that you care about, something that you are passionate about, and something that's important. If something's unimportant, like say I was going to crumple up a piece of paper and shoot it in a wastebasket, I wouldn't feel any fear of failure because it's not important. If you shoot for small goals, you often won't feel the fear of failure. It's when you're reaching to achieve more than you've ever done before that you start to feel it. Consider this quote by Dennis Waitley. Failure is delay, not defeat. It is a temporary detour, not a dead end. Failure is something we can only avoid by saying nothing, doing nothing, and being nothing. Learn to love failure. It means you're on the path to success. Number two, prepare. Focus on what you can control and prepare for success. Now you're probably thinking, how can fear help with this? Consider what fear is. Fear is an emotional response to a perceived threat. That's all it is, and it's also a rush of energy. So say someone were to throw a rattlesnake at you for some reason. Someone just threw a rattlesnake at you. You would suddenly feel this rush of energy, this adrenaline rush, to either do three things: fight, flight, or freeze. Freezing is pretty much giving up, and that's pretty much like playing dead. A lot of times you'll see deer in the headlights. That's what they'll do. Fight or flight. Now, obviously, when it comes to something abstract like failure, you can't fight it, but you can act on it. And the way you can do that is by preparing for success. Put in the time, put in the work to make sure that you're successful, that you're confident when that time comes. So little actions every day can really lead you there. Keep that in mind and use the energy from fear to prepare for success. Number three, act in spite of fear. Take a moment to think long term. Think 10 years to the future. What will your future be like if you choose to act in spite of the fear that you feel and choose to go towards your goals and your dreams? Now, on the other hand, what will your future be like 10 years from now if you always give in to the fear and always just give up as soon as you feel a little bit of fear or discomfort? Really think about that when making a decision on whether or not to act. But still, fear is a real thing, so I want to give you a real technique that works that I've used many times for overcoming fears. And it's the countdown technique from Mel Robbins. And it goes like this. Just like a rocket, when you're about to have showtime, there's something that you're scared of, you're apprehensive about. Count down from 5 and then do the thing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, action. It's go time. And over time, what this will do is it'll create a habit, and you'll get in the habit of being a person who doesn't give in to fear, but chooses to act in spite of fear. And really, that's extremely necessary if you ever want to be successful at anything that's important to you. There'll always be some fear involved with any growth, with anything that you're working for that's important to you. When it comes to fear of failure, you really only have two choices. It can either motivate you and fuel you towards success, or it can paralyze you and keep you in a state of inaction and stagnancy. So, if you really want to be propelled towards success, learn to view failure as a good thing. It's a sign that you're on the road towards success. Number 2, prepare to succeed. Number 3, learn to act in spite of fear. Get in the habit of feeling the fear and doing it anyway. And sooner or later, you'll be well on the way to achieving whatever it is you want to achieve. Thank you for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button if you'd like more content related to self-development or personal development. And au revoir.